Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to Timberborn, where in last episode we started building a second tier here and closing off the water pumping building here. We also started a actual enclosed diversion on these particular Badtide drains, since they keep flooding everything over here, and we don't want that. That is almost complete. We just need to get this one terrain block in, and then these 4 levees, and then we are completely sealed there. There is no way for this to overflow anymore, which is great. We do need to high prioritize this guy here, though. And the other thing I think we need to do in the order of Badtide prevention is put a contamination sensor on this, so that we're continuing to flush all the bad that way before we open these guys. So, I think that is what we need to work on next. And then these can be flipped to that sensor. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. We still have 3.5 days in our drought. We are starting to get a little low in water over here. But it doesn't seem like we're super low here. So I think we should be okay, because we should still be minutely letting water through there. I do want to move these guys right here, bring this down a level, and put in another of these guys, so that we have more wet fur bonuses over here. We don't have a seeding lot at the moment. I was thinking, well, we could carve some more out of this, but that would mean we would require more water in here, and at longer drought periods, that can be a bit of an issue getting completed. All right, so let's go ahead and prioritize a few things. If they would get this staircase module done, they wouldn't have to go quite so far for materials. I do not believe. It would make life a little easier on them. And then we also need to get this staircase module done. If they could get access to... can they build that one right there? If they build all of this, they should be able to build that one off of this. So I think we should be fine if we can get them to build that stuff. All right. And then over here... Let's... those are already prioritized. Okay, so let's get this sensor in over here, or at least get it set up for them to put in. So we're going to need a bit of a staircase in here. So let's take out a few trees. We are going to go ahead and put that contamination sensor right here. Then that will see how much the water is contaminated down here. If we put it up on this level where the water is coming out, then we might still have contamination down here that is flushed out this way. I also did want to come in here and throw in some contamination barriers. Right like that, I believe, should do the trick and keep some of that contamination from flowing this way. We'll have to double check in the next Badtide. We might need to come in here and put a few more around some of this, but that at least should stop the contamination from this way. All right, now over here we were discussing if we block this back up, we can make the bad water shoot out this way instead of come this way altogether. And then this over here would only be contaminated when this guy was going off, or these Badtide drains. So I think we might look at that a little later. We are, though, still really low on lumber. We have a lot of planks again. Some treated. The metal is coming back up because we aren't building quite as much. But man, we've really depleted our trees. And this guy, he does reach to there, but it's a very far, far, far away. So let's go ahead and let's go up to there and leave our space for our path. And we'll keep this clear just in case we want to put another forester or something like that over in here. Which might be a good idea because that poor guy over there is running his ass off pretty good. This guy only goes to there. You know what? Let's do it. Let's throw... We're going to kind of do an overlap a little bit here. We're going to throw in another forester there. We'll go ahead and we'll continue this path down along there. Then we will go ahead and we will stick a couple of lumberjack flags over here as well. And while we're at it, we will also throw in a... I'm really missing the storage, bobbing around storage, because it had some intermediate and the 1x2 storage where you could create a little bit more of a longer storage. But it's fine. Just gonna put 2 there. Why do we have a beaver sleeping outside when we have 2 empty beds? Did they get stuck someplace? Stranded. Where are you? I don't... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Get out of there. Oh, beavers. Oh my god. Like, what in the world? All right, let's pop priority on that. And let's also pop priority on that. And then they would have a much easier time building quite a bit of this stuff. Okay. Okay. How much do we... Whoops, I didn't mean to... I wanted to see what we've got in there. We still need gears in there, treated planks, and metal blocks. We're going to let that ride for a little bit longer. We don't really need that at the moment. All right, how we doing over here? Yep, we're out of water here. Ba-dum-bum-ba-dum. If I... we're just below the threshold. Okay. 4, 5. Okay, good. Wait a second. Is that refilling? No, it's not. Okay. Let's put it back to where it was because there was a reason why we had it on that. The joys of organized religion. Can you sense my sarcasm? All right. Over here. How we coming? That is complete. We're gonna go ahead. They can't get through there anyways now, but okay. So let's do a double check and make sure that is completely sealed. We've got contamination barriers. I'm sorry, impermeable floors across all of that. It should pour out, pour down, flow through this little channel and out. It should be pressurized now to this whole channel system. And let's just do a double check here. These are going to have to be set to that contamination sensor as well. Because they are set to the Badtide, so they are closing automatically at the end of a Badtide. Very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. And we've got just one there. We've got 2 wide at the drop point. And then it comes around, it's got a wider space, and then it... Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, did you all see that? The second I realized that we've got a problem here. We need to be able to get down in here. Oh, lordy. I'm so glad that I decided that we needed to do a double check there. We don't need this one. We definitely need that one. So this one is I'm just going to take that one out. But this one this isn't. We would have had our bad water just come flowing up out of this hole and flooding this whole area down in here. Oh, hey, look over here. There's metal blocks hiding over here. I never even saw that. All right. I'm going to go ahead and 3 times us. We are about to see our day flip itself and our water come back. Oh my gosh, that would have been horrendous. That would have been so bad. Wowzers. Okay. Oh, we dried out over here. And there it is. There it is. The water is back. All right. Very good, very nice. We got down to 4K water. I think we had 6 before we started installing all of these water tanks over here. So now we've got a considerable more. Yeah, 12,900 for what we can pump. And we should have our... Yep, our water pumpers are going. Oh, look, they got that platform, the platforms in there done. So now they can work on all of these. bum, bum, bum. Very good, very nice. But we, of course, are running through the logs at crazy epic pace again. So, oh, you got nothing to do. Let's go ahead and pause you. All right, water is coming back. Very nicely. Bum, bum, bum. This guy can reach over here, so why don't we go ahead and mark some of this for cutting? Oh, that can't be cut. They're berries. It's fine. It's all fine. All right, did we get that little piece done? Yes. Okay. Phew. We made it. I mean, it wasn't about to go bad on us. You know what? We probably need to shut that off. Water is starting to come through down here. We've got low water over here since I shut that. What did we have that at? 6.5? That's not doing anything, and we're about to get the water from the other end, so I think we're fine. All right. Nothing to do in range. You can't reach those? No, you can't. Okay, then. Let's go ahead and we'll just throw one right there. I'd like to get this finished off with the leveling. Oh, what did I just place a path? Nice. Unnecessary. I was going to click this, and I was going to say, let's put a little bit more water in there, so that it doesn't run out quite so quickly in the dry periods. All right. Next, let's see here. We're looking good on that. They're starting to get that in there, but the lumber is our holdback now. We do have almost 900 planks. So let's come in here and can we... Gears. How are we doing on gear? We have 3 gears. That's why we needed so many planks, is because we're trying to get the gear level back up. I think we could pause a couple maybe, so that we're not using up quite so many planks. We do have another gear workshop in here, right? Yes, we have 2 more on this side. Okay. Okay. All right, so this is done. This over here, we need to make a priority if we're ever going to get it done. So let's go ahead and prioritize those so that we can make a staircase up to that. And then we'll get that done and set the sensors and everything. Nothing to do in range. Where are you, my man? Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of these. All right, so this is the area that we're planning for the lumberjack village. I don't think it needs to be extensive as the industrial village, because the industrial village is housing those who work in these buildings and all of these buildings over in here. I think that these could be a little bit smaller. Get a lot of beavers sitting on their bottoms over here. Let's get some of these holes filled in. Okay. Very good, very nice. Building looks good. Smelter. We're out of scrap metal? Holy cats, we're out of scrap metal. How did we do that? Like, there's scrap metal everywhere and we've been collecting since like day one. We've got this set at really low priority because it needs a lot of gears. Let's go ahead and pop priority on that. Wowzers. You know what, for right now, let's go ahead and do that. We've got so many builders, but they're not working on little things like this that we're gonna have to prioritize those. Oh, never mind. I already built it. Okay then. Quick like a bunny. Alrighty. This guy, he's just paused. So they're not going to do anything with that guy. Oh. This is going to be logs. There's nothing to chop over here, so I'm going to actually pause those guys, because we do have one over here and one here that cover all of that as well. But we're just going to let that kind of go. We've got this guy over here as well. Okay. Honestly, there's not really a lot I can do until we get some of those trees done. Except for we could come and deforest up here. Those are all scavenger flags. Or we could come down here and deforest some more. If I stick a little dude here. Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't get very far. But it'll work. And we will go ahead and we will cut these ones over here. And let's just do a double check. We got one guy there. He covers all of that. We have one guy here. He covers all of that. That's a gathering flag. He covers all of this. We do not need you because this one covers all of that. This one here overlaps and covers that. Nothing to do. Ooh, you are quick. You are quick, little man. Okay, so let's do some dynamite over here. Let's do some twos. To cover that. And then we need some singles to cover all of that. And we'll have to put in one there. All right. Our gears got zapped by that guy. The gears are our struggle. Okay, let's come back over here. Did we get? Yes, we did. All right, so let's get a staircase into here. Ding, 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 ding. I'll do one of those. And one of those. And then I'm going to put that at a higher priority. It did not click. Oh my gosh, they've already gotten like all of that in as well. But they can't get to it now. You know what? I'm gonna stick a lumberjack there. It's already marked for cutting because we noted that this guy could get into here. Alrighty. Very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. I would like to take out these guys though and put in an actual bridge across here. So let's see here. We need a 3. We have not unlocked the 3 yet. Oh, it's going to be a pain in the butt, isn't it? What do we want to do here? If I put in a platform and we use a 2, there we go. Okie dokie, Smokey. That's all good. I think we want to leave these because that's holding water in here during drought periods. So that's all good. We are probably going to want a little bit more of a direct path, which I don't think we can really do with the way this is all kittywampus. Do, 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 bum, bum, bum. We could come across here and take these out. I think we're going to start ripping these out as well. Man, we are only half full on our water. I'm wondering if we don't put in a big water pump over here. And I also think that we could probably, these ones are not full at all. So let's try and make this a little bit more well, I want the water here. I think that we could fit in like 2 big water tanks right here with just a little bit of dynamite. So if we take out that, I believe, and then we put in which way do we actually want to run these though? I'm gonna do it that way, that way. And that way, that'll get us three tanks there. That's a heck of a lot of water storage. We just need that one more spot. I don't want that. I want to look at this, please. We're up to 14.4 there. Okay, everybody go to sleep so I can blow this without blowing someone up. And... oops, wrong one. This one needs to be turned this way. Path, please. There we go. Very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. I know this probably is completely unnecessary, but don't... we're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave it. All right. And if we... I want to halt that one for the moment. We're going to say obtain and prioritize, obtain and prioritize, obtain and prioritize. I love that you can do that now ahead of time. You don't have to wait. These ones should be forcing out. Same with this one, it should be forcing out. Okay, now if we look at this, I'd also like to see what the contamination is in here because I know we're getting some contamination. So I'd like to know what that, if we actually are contaminated in here. So I'm going to stick a sensor right there. Okay. And then if we're going to build a big water tank, we're going to need to take both of these out. This tank is going to have to go. I think. Oh, is that stupid to do right now? We've got a lot of water. We aren't really using the full extent of our water. And if we build quick enough, we will need less. I would like to get the water pump out a little further though, because I'd like it to be, of course, I would like its nozzle to be more at that level. All right, so that means you need a couple of 3s there. I need a 2 there, and I need a 1 there. Right? And then if we put that water pump, perfect. All right. I guess we did not have to take out that mini tank, but I am thinking since we are revamping this area, let's revamp this area. All right, these are going to be outsourcing. We need to put those as water. These ones here should be outsourcing as well, I believe. All right, good to go. All right, let's move on to this particular little area. We are going to flip this to logs. And then we are going to go ahead and throw... Can we get a staircase in here even? Lumberjack flag. Let's go ahead and... Oh, pump is up and running. All right, we have several beavers that don't have jobs. What are you for? You're for logs. You don't have any logs in you. What are you for? You're also for logs. We just got log bins all over the place. Okay. Let's see here. Measurement is 0, it says. Okay. So we don't have any, it must be flushing that then enough to make that not a problem. All right, is there someplace we can get a... There's like no place to get a staircase down here. Where can we... I guess we'll come down here. We'll let that guy finish that stuff over there. We will come over here. Now let's do that the other way. Let's connect this up. Right? And then we're going to come across like this. We're going to throw in a large warehouse. And we are going to throw in a lumberjack. And we are going to get some logs going over here. He can't reach all the way over here, I know that, but we'll have to wait until we can get to there. And then we might think about coming in here and like throwing a forester up here with a staircase down in. That would be able to get to that. Scrap metal. Let's go ahead and connect up this to over here. Why is it being so wonky? And throw down a couple of scavenger flags over here. Because we do have several beavers that have no jobs. We don't have very many kits on the other hand. So I think we're going to have to start with some more housing. Yes, I can talk. No, I apparently can't seem to do it today. I'm thinking, why don't we install another pump over here? So let's see here. If I do... go ahead and do a 4 right there. Oh, 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 oh. No good selected. Oh, that's gonna be lumber. No good selected. Oh, how did I not water? Oh, I did that one, but I didn't do that one apparently. So we're starting this one. It is only a 6-day drought with 11k water. So water-wise, we are fine, honestly. Oh, they already built that. Okay then. So it's fine. Let's go ahead and oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. I think we want to limit the depth by 1 because that would be the level that's hydrating over this section. I don't know that it's... Oh, they're running through the building. I don't know that it's that big of a deal, but we're gonna... We're gonna do that. We didn't need that one, but it's all right. It's fine. Okay. Okay. Doing all right. Construction lacks materials. Oh, we're out of gears again. This is all done. Let's go ahead and pull that guy and then get that last piece of dynamite in there. Let's go ahead and prioritize that up a little bit. How are we coming over here? We are forestalled because of this blocking our path. Boosh. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, we got all of this stuff in. So we got our first weather vane. Let's see. How are we doing on the aesthetics and the books are rather low. I think we're going to have to start spreading those out a bit. Oh my gosh, look at the time already. Scarecrows and weather vanes are the ones that we need the most. Scarecrows have to be planted in soil. But we could strategically dot them around in path areas on soil. Where's the door on that? Yeah, that's right next to the door of that guy. And if we stuck one here, that would be next to the door to that one. We have one right there already. These ones, let's stick one right there. They don't seem to be going that way. Let's stick one there. I think that gets like all of the transport areas. Oh, we're running really lazy. We're not really using that bridged path anymore. But we are over in here quite a bit. So let's put one there. All right, this guy can go away now. All right. So part of the reason why I wanted this clear is so we can make a hospital building over in this corner. Or maybe on this level. Right now we have 7 injured beavers, which we have the beds for, but they're kind of in a place. We did have Bud mentioned if we stuck some platforms up here, we could put some different things on top of there and get a little bit more well-being out of it, which we might very well do. It's difficult for them to build all that though, because we're kind of spaced out there. Construction lacks material. What are we lacking? Gears. Gears. It's all the gears. I think that tells me that we probably need to add another gear workshop in here, which means that we have 2 ways we can go with this. We can take out a planker, or we can take out the smelter. And I'm gearing toward the smelter, going bye-bye. Because we don't... Oh, we do need it though, don't we? All right, let's come down a bit so that we can see this interior. The smelter is connecting the power for all of these. So if we disconnect the smelter, we disconnect everything. You know what? I don't think we actually have book storage anywhere, which could be part of our problem with why we don't have books being used. You know what I'm going to do quick? I'm going to put in a little warehouse right here, and we're going to put that as books. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put in another little warehouse somewhere here. Where? I don't know. We're so compact that I don't really have a spot for that. That is like in a well-traveled area, because that's where we need it to be. Oh, let's see here. Maybe we add it to our little corner garden thing here. We get a lot of traffic right there. And we say books for this one as well. We are going to obtain, prioritized by haulers. I didn't do that on the other one. I also need to go and check on that fencer. We are 1.9 days out from the fun, and we are running so overpowered right now that it's not even funny. Metal blocks we have a lot of, so I'm going to shut a couple of these smelters down. We have a woodworking shop going right there, and one right there. Okay. That's a problem because now this whole floor doesn't have any power. We are going to go ahead quick and throw in a gear workshop. And then we also need a... Oh, hold on. Pause that. We need to get the power shaft in there first. Otherwise, the power will not be connected. So let's go ahead and high prioritize that. Then as soon as they make that, we can do that. I'm kind of wishing that I had not put this here and put this here, and then we could have had 2 small warehouses on the... That is done, so we can unpause that. Pop its priority. It just needs a few more logs and planks. Oh my gosh, I did the wrong building. I was supposed to do the smelter. Oh my lord. Okay, you know what? Oh man, it threw... Why did it do that? It threw all that stuff down there. Okay, let's get this moved. Pause. No, I do not want those built. I was using those as a... I was using those as a moving mechanism, not a... Oh, silly beavers. Because I want all those materials back. All right, let's go back to where we were. See if we can't get that. So that is high prioritized. That is already working. Oof, wow. Power-wise, we got no wind, apparently, because we... Nope. We literally have 400 power. We're running off of this one geothermal engine. Oh. We can pause that guy. We don't really need him. Oh, they got all of this done. Okay, so now we have the fun of figuring out what we're going to decorate the top of this with. And I kinda... do we want to do a monument? Or do we want to do some sort of... Oh, there's no way to do a... This is not even. Oh, drought has ended. Very good, very nice. Who has nothing to do? You can just be paused. Wow, this guy has gotten a lot of that out of there. Holy cats. Wait, how far can he go? All the way out to there. Very good, very nice. Oh, this other pump got done. And we literally pumped that dry. But it's all right. It's fine. Okay. We are looking at coming up on an hour here. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. We seem to have not accomplished a great amount of things today. I'm going to pause this guy, and I'm actually going to... we're going to throw in a platform right here, and we are going to throw in another bad water pump. Right there. Oh, we don't actually need that platform. We just need to connect it. Oh, that messes up our pathing. It makes it all wonky again. That's fine. It's okay. It's all right. But anyways, did we get this sensor in? Yes, sensor is in. So I will make a note in the next episode that we need to set up this sensor over here to keep flushing bad water until it is gone. But we got a little bit accomplished. This guy over here is slowly but surely almost has all of its gears, and then it'll be up and running. And then we won't have to worry about the gathering of the scrap metal all over the map. which we may still do just because, you know, it's there. And we need to build the hospital over on that side. We only have a single beaver that is injured right now. Lumber mill, lumber mill. Did we not get this building done? Oh, they must have just finished it. Alrighty. So anywho, that is all we've got time for today. I appreciate you being here as always, and I hope that you are not put off by my rambling, no fixed job today. We just had a bunch of little things that I wanted to work on that needed to be done, and so we got those done. All right. We now have the capability to store 18,300 units of water, and we've got a little ways to go before we're filled with that. But I think with the switch to the 2 large water pumps over here versus the 2 small water pumps, we should have quite a bit of a better time with that. I'm going to go ahead and open that back up because I see the water is flooding through there, and we are all good. All right. Thank you as always for watching, everyone, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.